Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another tutorial where today we have got the ultimate crossing guide as to this is probably going to be one of the most overpowered ways to score goals in FIFA 18 this year. It's obviously a new mechanic that they've worked, so it's likely that this is going to be very overpowered, and through playing the demo, for me this is probably one of the top 3 ways to score goals. It is so overpowered. There's so many different ways to cross this year as well, so this is the ultimate guide on how to cross, and just going through each method and which ones are the best and which ones are the worst. So if you do want to see more tutorials, make sure you leave a like, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well if you are new to the channel. But starting off with this first example, it is a low cross. It is the low cross. The triple tap cross isn't here anymore. This is the double tap cross. You can see when we do pause it, this is basically what you want to know about the low cross. You see it's double X for Xbox users and double square for PlayStation 4 users. But you can see the way we're going to be using this method. You can see on the wing Douglas Costa, and we've got the highlighted area in the middle, and you can see that whip ball that we want to be playing in, that low cross we want to be playing in. You can see where Higuain is as well. We've kind of just behind the penalty spot. He wants to be running into that space, and that's where that ball is going to be going. And you can see when we do run it on, that is exactly what happens. We put that ball in, and Higuain gets there and he puts it on. And you can see we had an effectiveness there of 7 out of 10. That was what I'd say for that method. It was a relatively good, solid way to cross the ball this year. Not as effective as it was last year. Obviously at the start of the year last year it was super effective. Not as effective as that this year, but still you can get a healthy amount of goals, I would say, from that cross. This next one is probably for me the best method and probably the best way to cross. It's just such an effective method. You can see this is the early cross, and this is how we're going to be doing it. You see we've got an effectiveness of 10 out of 10. You can see Bale just at the bottom of the screen. He's going to be just running into that area. You can see again we've highlighted that area. You can see that ball that Marcelo, that curved arrow, that ball that he's going to be playing in. LB and X if you're on Xbox One, L2 and square if you're on PlayStation 4. You can see that ball, that whip ball he's going to be playing into that back post, because that is the danger area. That is where this early cross really takes the ball. It's going to be going back post, and that's the key thing to remember. The back post, not necessarily the front post, isn't that overpowered, but when you put that ball into the back post, every single time they win the header. You can see when we do run that ball on, Bale is completely open and scores. And you can see we've got a couple more examples here to show just how effective this method is. Again, Douglas Costa whipping that into Cuadrado back post, again wins the header every single time. This header, you just seem to win it. Douglas Costa again down this left hand side to Cuadrado, wins the header back post, cuts it back to Dybala, just hits the post. Really unlucky with that one. That would have been a really nice goal. But it's just a really effective way to score. This crossing method, again, Carvajal, what a ball into Ronaldo, really should score that, really should bury that. But again, that back post cross to that back post, you just seem, no matter who it is, you just seem to win that cross. This near post to Kroos, does a little bit unlucky hitting the crossbar, but it's still, this cross just in general, again, is super effective, super overpowered. And it's going to be a really, really tough thing. It's really tough to defend. You just can't let people have space out of there. But moving on to this next cross that we have got, it is the driven cross. This is the one I don't think this is kind of a new one. I don't remember using this one. I don't know if it's a new one or not, but I don't remember using this one at all. But it's the RB and X or R1 and square depending on your console. It's basically the same as the triple tap cross. I just think they've just kind of reworked it and how it works. But it doesn't seem to be too effective in my opinion. I've given it a 4 out of 10. I haven't, from playing quite a lot of the demo, I haven't really seen and used this cross too much, because when I have used it, it hasn't been too effective. You can see in this occasion when we do roll it on, it does get a deflection. You can see some other examples of using this cross. It doesn't really work too well. The AI kind of deflects. So it might be different playing against people, but playing against the AI doesn't seem to be that effective. They do seem to have the spaces covered for this cross. Not as effective as it was last year, but still, maybe when a couple of patches come out, when the game comes out, that may change. That cross might become overpowered. But as of right now, that early cross, the back post cross, is so overpowered. You just seem to win the header every single time. But you can see there are the 3 best crosses that are going to be used for FIFA 18. This is your ultimate crossing guide. So again, guys, if you do want to see more tutorials, make sure you leave a like, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well if you are new to the channel. That's all for today, guys. Have an awesome day. I'm out.